Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tomoko Iyer. I'm from Dimapur School. So let me start by just saying that I know long speeches can be long and boring, so I promise to keep mine short and crisp. Okay? So today, as I stand here, I am feeling incredibly grateful. First and foremost, I want to thank my mom and my dad. Your hard work and your sacrifices, they don't go unnoticed. And everything I achieve is because of the sacrifices and the foundation that you have laid for me. To my friends, thank you for your constant support, whether it's sharing notes, cheering me during hard times, or simply just being there. You made my journey even more meaningful. And to my teachers, I deeply appreciate the education, the skill, the discipline, and your presence. It all has encouraged me and disciplined me to be the person that I am. And I'd also like to express my gratitude to the director of Niti for organizing this test, and our esteemed chief guest Sri Jeffrey Yadin, and our guest of honor Srimati Niti for gracing this occasion. Your presence makes this moment all the more special for us students. Now, I'd like to reflect on something important. See, receiving a scholarship doesn't make me better than anyone else here. Academics are just one part of the student's journey. True growth really comes from balancing studies with extracurriculars like sports, music, and school events. These activities teach us teamwork, creativity, and skills, and resilience. These are just as valuable as grades. So while I celebrate this moment, do so knowing that every student here has unique strengths and weaknesses, which is what makes our world beautiful and diverse. So thank you for listening, and thank you for being a part of my journey.
Respected Chief Guest, Sri Geoffrey Adan, respected Ajay Sethi, Rishabh Sethi and all the family members, and my colleagues from ANAPSA Central, Sir Vitumo Kikon, who is also the advisor of ANAPSA Central, Sir Nathan, who is the General Secretary of ANAPSA Central, the heads of schools who are here, and all the students and everyone, parents, everyone of you. It is a privilege to be here today as the guest of honor at this esteemed coaching institute. Actually, when first Sri Ajay Sethi, he called me, I said, no, I cannot come. And so, but then later on, I thought, oh, why not? This is an educational institute which is trying to give education to our children. So, since I've never been here, I really should be there. I had several invitations before also I got, but I could not come, so this time I thought I will really come. I said I'll come as an ordinary person. He said, no, you please come as a guest of honor. So here I am as a guest of honor, which is an honor beyond my capacity actually. So this institute has already earned a reputation for nurturing our young people. We know that. There are so many coaching institutes coming up, but coming here, sitting here, I feel that this is a coaching institute which is putting their heart and soul into molding our young people. So those of you who have earned your certificates today, I would like to congratulate you. This is just the beginning of a long journey, but this will really help you and motivate you. Now, we know that ambition is necessary for success. You need to have ambition. But something that we tend to overlook is motivation. Yes, we want to be successful. We want to be leaders of various organizations. We want to be strong. We want to be everything. But what is the motivation behind that ambition? I think that is very important. And each of us should ask ourselves that question. If I want to be rich, if I want to be famous, if I want to be powerful, if I want to be this and I want to be that, then what is it that motivates me? Because the motivation will enable you to see that you reach your destination. And anyway, as we start out on reaching our destination, we may reach destinations which actually we have not planned for. But that is also good. We should be prepared for that also. And see that it is the journey that is going to mold our characters. Because character is so important as we start out this journey, isn't it? Sometimes, I tell some people who come to my school for employment, I say, come to school because you want to come and be in our school because you want to give your best to the students or you want to give your best to the school. Not with an attitude of waiting for the train, you know. You know what happens when we wait for the train, isn't it? Nobody actually gives any thought. They're just waiting for the train. And so what happens in between is overlooked. But that should not be the case even as we pursue our ambitions. Whatever you face, wherever you are, work for it as unto the Lord. Do it as unto the Lord. I'm very happy that most of the students who stood up here, they thanked the Lord for whatever they have achieved today. So that's a wonderful motivation. And I'm also very happy to see that Sir Jeffrey is our chief guest today. He is somebody who thinks outside the box, okay? He thinks beyond what ordinary mortals think of. And it's always a very good interaction. Whenever we talk to him, we learn so many things. Even just a few minutes over there, I think we learn so many things. So you have invited the right chief guest, and we expect to learn so much from him. He is not only a successful entrepreneur, but he's a man who fears God and walks in the guidance of God. Thank you, Sir Ajay, and everyone here.
Good afternoon. Yes, first of all, I give thanks to God for the privilege and honor that I've been given. And I'm so happy to have met Niti Sekosel. She is an old friend. We were friends from school days, but we are reconnected in Dimapur. We were together in little flower school for Yima. At that time it was run by Anglo-Burmese. So it's always nice to be with me. We always have very fruitful discussions on many issues, as she was saying. It's not that I always think out of the box. Sometimes I find that I don't even have a box. But let me also congratulate, first of all, Ajay Sethi, the founder, director of this institute, and his family members. And I'm also very happy to have Nini's colleagues around here, the teachers and also the principals of the respective schools. Ajay has been running this show for 25 years. I used to come to this place. It was earlier a rice mill, and I used to sit around with his uncle. I think he has left Dimapur now, he's working elsewhere. So, I mean, we are known to each other for a long, long time. And as Nini was saying, I was initially hesitant to come because I had so many things to do. But I had a second thought again. I said, oh, why do I have to put away such a humble offer to be with students? So I told him, okay, I'll come. So here I am. And we're here to, felicitate the winners of MST. And it is all because of the hard work, a vision that is followed with hard work. Like Nini was saying, motivation. So for the last 25 years, he has been pioneering this venture. And as in society, his family may have been 120 plus years. There are so many others who have been here for the equal duration of time. I mean the business community. But there are few among them. Most of the business people are takers, but some rare ones are givers. They take and also they give. So I thank Ajay Sethi for being a taker and a giver, mostly a giver now, dedicating himself to honing up the skills of young students. And we really owe him, society owes him a lot, and we're grateful. We will always keep that in our hearts because he has done this because he feels that it is something that he can do. Although he may not be a highly qualified technology engineering student, but yet the desire to do something really has, borne fruits. Like for me, I never was in any newspaper, nor was I employed as involved in any media. But I started this newspaper because I felt there's something that I can do, although I did not know how to do it. But I felt that I need to do something. But do what? I don't know how to do it. But what happens, I learn every step of the way. I learn. So I never stop learning. So that's how Narayana Post came into being. And we did so many things. We also overcame so many things, but that for another time. Today we're here to honor the MST awardees. And as for them, it is so, I sometimes, excuse me, I used to feel maybe in a very strange way. I used to feel sorry when I find so many young people brimming with confidence and hope, going through the process of learning. Because after they complete their studies, what happens? Where do they use those skills or whatever they have learned, their degrees? They join the long queue of unemployed. And there are unemployed in many other societies. But gradually, there are avenues that open up. For example, like Ajay, for example, like Niti, she has a school, Bentongo. So all these people, they start institutions. They give to society. They give what? They give opportunities. So we must encourage entrepreneurship. And of course, it would be also, I would feel it is something that we need to share also. The going on in our state for so long has not been in the right direction. Our state has lost the momentum because we find that today the narratives about politics, about religion, and mostly about politics. And our politics has not been productive. We talk about A tribe, B tribe, C tribe. A tribe will say we all should unite together for peace. Unite together for peace? Unite together for peace? How? How can you unite together for peace? You have to understand what peace is. Today we are also coincidentally not celebrating but observing or acknowledging pre-Christmas. Pre-Christmas, as you all will know, before the 25th, that is when it is believed that the date that Jesus Christ was born, although the dates may differ, but anyway, we don't get into arguments. But still it is an opportunity to remember what is Christmas about. The whole world also celebrates Christmas. It's one of the biggest events. Everybody wishes everybody Merry Christmas. And that's a very a good way of spreading about the peace. But the peace that we want to have is not outward, not just like just having decorative lights, Christmas tree, Christmas cake, or whatever Christmas gift. It's not the actual essence of Christmas. Those are just the outward. But the inward is when you learn to battle, to fight for peace. Not violent fight, but you work proactively. Niti is a technology-driven institute. So technology has given us, weapons. They are known as weapons of technology or technological weapons, which you may have seen how Israel is flattening those places, and also Russia. Because technology is so it is advancing. Now the war is going to be fought with laser. And you don't need to have a huge army to be powerful. Israel is showing that. A small, tiny nation, but it's able to keep all the the huge countries surrounding it in total, inaction. Why? Because it has advantage of technology. The other thing that technology does is also giving us the positive things. Like Ajay was saying, you have internet, today you have so many things you can apply for. Write an application to, or even write to the president or the prime minister without having to go anywhere. So that is technology. That's positive thing of technology. But in order to give true meaning to technology, we also need to have peace. Technology without peace will be disrupted. So, the other important thing is we need to talk about is the weapon of peace. We have to weaponize peace. We have some organizations that are talking about conflict resolutions, which are also good. And then peacemaking efforts. So these are important, especially in our society where we have so many unsolved problems. We need to understand that if we really want to enjoy the technology, we should also work simultaneously for a peaceful society. Peaceful society that doesn't mean a quiet society. Peaceful society means a vibrant society. A society where everybody is vibrant, working. You can have conflicts. You cannot say that we can have a world without conflicts. No. We cannot have a world without conflicts. There are conflicts. There will be conflicts. Even within you, there will be conflict. But you have to learn how to handle it. And that's why we talk about the peace. The peace that surpasses all understanding. That is the peace of Jesus Christ. He was a man who confounded the religious leaders. He was not a preacher in the strict sense of the term, but he was a doer, a man of action. And he did not start Christianity. He introduced who God is. And that is where a lot of people they marvel. But of course, for us living in the state, we're so familiar to the point that we sometimes take it for granted. But the coming years for the young people, you'll be exposed to so many things, and the thing that can save you is when you learn how to tackle all these things. If you have the faith will see you through. The faith will help you overcome. So that not only for yourself, but you become useful for your society. Like biblically, I can quote, to be the salt and the light. Wherever you are wanted because you're useful, you're good, you're a helper. You are somebody who's indispensable. So today, as we also observe pre-Christmas, this is the message of peace, and especially for technology-driven world, we can enjoy technology when we have peace. So these are the things that I want you to keep in mind, especially the young students. And I'm sure this will be just the beginning of your journey. There will be so many tests you will face, but sometimes you may not succeed, but that's all right. It's part of life. You should not always think that I must succeed. You should always have plan B also. I don't mean to sound pessimistic, but this is a reality, the facts of life. We may not always be successful, but we should learn how to take success as well as failures in a proper way, so that you can maintain your balance. So I don't want to take too much time. Again, I want to thank Ajay Sethi, his father, his family, and all the staff and faculty for continuing to, pursue this vision. And I do hope that in the coming years, it is going to grow into a huge institution, and you get more people. We always hear me, and I'm sure all the ANAPSA, colleagues, will always be happy to be of help in any way. Because as I said earlier, something that can be of help for the young people in pursuit of their goals is always something that excites us. So I wish you all success and also a very Merry Christmas.